Marama Davidson.
Woo! Who got the minister going again? So we are now debating part 3 of my colleague Phil Twyford's amendment to the Housing Legislation Amendment Bill, which proposes to ensure that there are 10,000 affordable houses per year planned for, and specifically for first-time buyers. So that is affordable. Now, and then our minister got up and talked about the opposition being flakes. Gosh, Minister, we really need thousands of affordable homes. We need thousands of specifically affordable homes, not just your homes that you are planning to build that will then be available for speculators, because they're the only ones who can afford those homes, to be able to use as building business and capital for their own wealth, which also then gets passed through to renters who will have to be the avenue for those speculators to recuperate their capital put down. That is what happens when you do not insure affordable homes. Not only can ordinary New Zealanders not buy those homes, but renters are forced more and more to live in homes where speculators are able to, in this current market, charge enormous rents. Rents which my colleague Phil Twyford and my colleague Marama Fox, rents which we heard on our homelessness inquiry, are diminishing families, are absolutely destroying families. There was never an urgent time that we need thousands of affordable homes. The minister has just stood up and declared in this House, we can't fix it. That's what he just did. He said, we can't fix it. We cannot have the vision of having affordable homes for our country. And he accused the opposition of being flakes for even suggesting the idea. That's what he just did in this House, ladies and gentlemen and all genders. He just stood up and declared, we cannot have this vision. We just can't. That's this government, ladies and gentlemen. We just cannot have this vision of the thousands of affordable homes that this country needs. We need it. Take all your resources, government, your special knowledgeable people. Work it out. Have a plan. That's what part 3 is talking about. Come up with a plan. I don't want to hear about however many houses are being built now compared to whatever time. You should have come and sat at the table at the inquiry, looked those submitters in the eyes, and have a profound understanding that we need thousands of affordable homes, and this government can do it, but it is choosing not to, and that is having an impact on everyday lives of our people. Our own people, children, elderly, families, single people across the board need us to have that vision for our country. And part 3 is asking for a plan to ensure that the government, because the private developers won't want to, and they haven't, and that's why the current bill that we are even debating is even in this House, because the developers are not going to provide affordable homes. The government has to. And if it had any profound connection to our communities, it would understand this. And it would instead get up and declare, we can fix this. We can provide thousands of affordable homes because our people need it. And it will get worse if we don't. And we will gather our resources, our technology, our expertise, and we will sit down and work out a plan. That is all that this part of the Act is asking to do. At least have that ambition for our families. Mr. Minister. At least declare that you want to end homelessness, that you have a vision for every person in this country to have a warm, safe, affordable... Mr. Chair.
Marama Davidson.
Thank you. That is the vision that our country is wanting. And do you know who else had this vision? I'll tell you, your own Prime Minister. In a debate, I think in 2008, with the Honourable Helen Clark, he was asked, how do you define rich? The now Prime Minister, Honourable John Key, replied, where a family can go to sleep every night in a bed without having to worry about money. Who does he think deserves that security? Who does the Prime Minister now see that vision is for? Because that is a definition that he gave back in 2008 as rich. But who does he think deserves to even go to sleep in a bed every night, let alone not have to worry about money? Because not all of our people are going to sleep in a bed every night. And if they are, that bed might change the next night. This part 3 of the bill is an incredible part of the journey to change that, Minister. And you have just stood up in this House and said we can't do it. Your government has just declared that you can't fix this. Well, I'm glad that the Greens have a plan too. I'm hearing that the Labour have a plan too. We are the people who need to be in government so that we can fulfil our visions for New Zealanders to absolutely not have to go to sleep at night in their beds worrying about money. And that's what we heard in the inquiry, and that has been reflected in the poll result that my colleague Phil Twyford referred to earlier, when even New Zealanders who are not experiencing homelessness themselves right now understand that it's wrong. Where 60% understand that this is not cool. This is not cool, Minister. Our country can do better. We have our people as our wealth. That is our richness, and we are not protecting them. And this bill is an incredible step in that direction. This part from my colleague Phil Twyford is an incredible step in that direction. Where is your aspiration for our people? Thank you.
I call the Prime Minister.